Craig, well, thank you very much for giving us a Canada Day video, British rule of Canada. I was alive. Actually, I was born in 1975. It's quite a unique thing when you actually see one country that you're under signing over all their rights from control. That was one big thing. I still remember it in 1982. It was amazing. It was truly and epically amazing. That said, I don't want you to even try to get in control of Ontario. You'll probably get yourself shot. Not to say that people from Ontario are nasty. I know lots of good people from Ontario. In fact, a good portion of my family lives in Ontario. The better portion of it, anyways. From Quebec, I have family in Quebec. And unless you know French, they'll just give you the cold shoulder. Especially the bits and pieces that only speak French. And this I know by experience, because unfortunately they're stuck in their old ways. They're slowly warming up. The new generations are actually forcing them to become more and more bilingual, opening their hearts, if you will. And there is one thing. Canada is, as much as you want to call them a pushover, we've been there for the most important dates and sacrificed for the most important bloody bits of war. D-Day for one, Juno Beach for another. Those were, unfortunately, the biggest losses in the Canadian military when it came to us becoming involved. That said, though, that put aside, we did have a border battle closer to my province, between the New Brunswick and Maine border. There's old forts all across the actual Madawaska County line. There's one old fort in Clare that's still up as a historical give me a break, it's 38 minutes past midnight. A historical monument is available in Clare, New Brunswick. If you're ever touring the area and you want to stop by and see a piece of history in regards to the border war, stop by there. It's a small town, small rustic charm, but it's worth it. And as for the actual war, we owned a portion of Maine. So far that it was actually a good 15 to 20 kilometers past the river that we share between New Brunswick and Maine, towards the interstates of Maine, somewhere around Caribou, if I remember correctly, or close to that. Unfortunately, the border itself was over who would get, the war itself was over who would get the bigger share of the border. We repelled the invaders because they started pushing in. We managed to keep it on both sides of the river. And the funny thing is that we've got family that's separated along the river. You have family members that live both on the American side and the Canadian side. So, there you go. Anyways, have a nice one, Craig. And because you decided to do this so informative, I think this is possibly one of the best ones for you. Here's your image of the Brainy Smurf Award for just being an all-around awesome dude. Maybe we could make a Craig action figure. Make him posable. Could you imagine? Wheezy Waiter with Kung Fu action grip? Well, anyways, I hope you're having fun at VidCon. Have a nice one.